This is the installation video for the Levelok Quick Connect ladder leveling system on a Type 1 IAA 375 pound duty rated Little Giant Lunar ladder. First, measure between the rivets below the bottom rung. Make a mark across. You'll offset by 1/8 of an inch below this original rivet mark. This ladder uses a rung-to-plate connection and needs the offset in order to properly mount to the rail. Make two centerline marks at 1 and 11/16, and then draw a centerline across. Please note that this mark is very important. It represents the lowest mounting bolt hole and is the official reference point for the remaining two holes that will be drilled into the ladder rails for proper mounting. There is a left side and a right side to the Levelok base unit. The left side has an L on it and the right side has an R on it. The right side base unit should be installed on the rail that is located on a person's right side when standing in front of the ladder just before climbing. Use the Levelok Quick Connect base unit to mark holes. There are 4 holes, but you don't use the hole closest to the shoe. The mark with the 1/8 of an inch offset is aligned with the second hole on the base unit. You'll drill an initial 1/8 of an inch pilot hole, and then enlarge that hole with an 11/32 bit. You can use the drill to ensure a clean surface for the Levelok Quick Connect base unit bolts. You can add a few drops of the supplied metal adhesive on one side of the spacer plate. Glue spacer plates to the Levelok Quick Connect base unit. You'll want to make sure that those set. The bottom spacer is placed parallel to the rail in order to fit between the rivet heads. Line up the Levelok Quick Connect base unit with the drilled holes on the ladder. Insert the bolts. The two top bolts use a single square and round fender washer. The bottom bolt directly attaches to the rung-to-plate connection without any additional washers. You'll use a provided hex wrench together with a 1/2 inch socket or wrench to tighten all the fasteners. Make sure to have a nice snug fit. After the base unit is installed, with all fasteners, washers, and nuts attached properly, it is important to test the assembly. To do so, line up the 3 mounting knobs on the rear of the leveler. Insert into the 3 keyholes and slide the leveler upward to snap lock into position. Then insert the detent pin that is attached to the lanyard. Next, test the leveler function by snapping the lower curved foot pedal down into the ready position. Extend the inner leg 5 or 6 inches and then retract the inner leg by activating the release lever near the top. Please note that all of Levelok ladder levelers have an automatic backup safety lock, so if there is any pressure on the leveler shoe, the release lever will be restricted in its movement. This safety feature is designed for your safety, and it is important that the leveler shoe remains somewhat loose on the shoe bolt, just as it is when you first receive the product. Install the second Levelok base unit on the opposite rail by following the same directions. After you've finished installing both Levelok base units, the Levelok Quick Connect ladder leveling system is ready to be used.